Hello, my wonderful Librans. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. Pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. So we have the card Trapped, Stuck, No Options, and Forgiveness. Well, it seems to me that someone is definitely, or you are weighing very heavily on someone's mind here. When I look at this card, I'm getting in the energy of the Eight of Swords. There could be some sort of restrictions that this person is feeling. So whether it's restricted by something in their environment, or it could be mental restrictions that I'm picking up on here. And then it reads, Unforgiveness, no options. Yeah, feeling very restricted or feeling like they want to work something out here, but they are not really sure what to do, or feeling like there's not much that they can do to fix or alter something in this dynamic. So they're feeling very stuck, very restricted, but there could be something here that was like a deal breaker, or they feel like, you know, there's a lack of forgiveness because of that very thing that occurred. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Pentacles. I do see a desire for a new beginning, or at least a desire for things to feel more stable between the both of you. But with the Ten of Wands, I am picking up on an energy of things feeling very one-sided. So this could be someone who feels like they did not meet you halfway, or there's an energy of like wanting to fix something, but feeling like there's a lot of work to do, and it's not going to be like a walk in the park. So let's start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Well, I'm getting a strong energy of someone who is wanting something to feel more stable between the both of you. They are viewing you as someone that they would like to invest in, but there's something here that they feel restricted by. So like, even if they know that they feel this emotional connection towards you, if it's physical distance that's between, you know, the both of you, that could be what's in the way. If it's someone who feels like there's something else in their, current situation that is restricting them, that's something I could be picking up on as well. For others of you, this is something pertaining to their finances. So they could feel like they're not where they want to be, or they are working on their own stability in order to, you know, have a stable relationship with you. I do see that it's someone who wants to meet you halfway, but there's something that they're trying to maintain in their life right now, specifically pertaining to their stability, that they're feeling very overwhelmed by it, is pretty much what I'm picking up on. Okay. So we have the Justice card and the Queen of Swords in the challenge position. So this could quite literally be a very recent like separation. It could even be read as divorce with the Justice card. So this could be an ending that this person has gone through, you know, in their personal life, or it could quite literally be an ending that the both of you have faced. But with the Justice card and the Queen of Swords, again, there's a strong energy of wanting a new start or wanting to make something right, but they are viewing you as someone where it's like they feel your back is turned towards a situation, or there's some sort of truth or clarity that you've gained when it comes to this situation, where it has resulted in you changing your mind or changing your perspective on this person. This could be someone who feels like you're disappointed or upset with them, but it's also someone who's struggling to figure out how to communicate with you while you are upset with them. Hence why those two cards are coming up in the challenge position. How are you viewing them? The Queen of Wands. I do see that there's a level of, there's a lot of attraction here. There's passion. It's a very fiery energy, but there's something that feels very, very inconsistent here. You may view this person as someone who was dishonest with you in the past, or you felt like you were in a situation where you were constantly questioning, their intentions, or you were maybe even wondering how you, became tied up in the situation here. Because I do see that there's passion and attraction, but there's a lack of stability, or there's something here that you don't trust about this person. This could be someone where in the past, when you were connecting with them, there was some sort of an interference. Okay. Or it's someone who makes kind of like impulsive decisions, and that's why you're having a hard time trusting them. Okay, so in your feelings, we have the Queen of Cups. We have 3 queens here. A mother figure could be playing a very important role in this connection as well, whether that be, on your end or this person's end. Queen of Cups and the 3 of Cups in your feelings. So you feel hurt by this individual. It's someone that you still have emotions for, but there definitely was an interference, right? We have 3 queens in one spread here. So whether it's, someone else that's in the picture, whether it's a family member, a friend, it doesn't necessarily have to be another lover, but there most definitely was an interference here, because that's what's going on in your feelings. That's what you're thinking about. You could feel very let down. You could feel very stressed out. And I'm also getting a very strong energy of maybe even wanting this person to hear you out. Or you're wanting this person to hear you out. I also, yes, it's that. But I also feel here, guys, that like, there's a part of you that's really upset, but there's a part of you that still feels like you can't change the way that you feel towards this person. I hope that makes sense, because I'm getting an energy of you almost questioning why you're still thinking about this person, or why you still feel the way that you do. And of course, emotions don't leave overnight, but there could be a part of you that's very frustrated, right? Where it's like, I don't want to feel these emotions anymore, or I want to be able to completely detach from this person, but I'm having a hard time doing so because I have, developed emotions for this individual. We also have the King of Swords in your feelings and the Knight of Cups. There's a part of you that feels like, you want to cut ties here. You are being very realistic or honest with yourself with the King of Swords energy. But there could also be something here that you want to get to the bottom of. Even if you have an idea of maybe what was causing or who was causing an interference in this connection, there could be an energy of wanting to get to the bottom of that, or intuitively feeling something, but wanting some form of confirmation from this person. That with the Knight of Cups, I do feel like you're viewing this person as very charming, but you may just feel like they're really good with their words. Like they could tell you what you want to hear, but maybe they're, not necessarily following through on the things that they say they're going to do. There's something here this person communicated to you, and you feel that you were convinced in the past, but when you look at it now, you could be questioning how you were convinced, or how you believed what they were communicating to you. There could be some sort of emotional manipulation that is being highlighted for you this week. Kind of like, how did I trust them when they said that? Or why did I actually buy into that? So we have the Magician clarifying the Justice card, and the 8 of Pentacles. There's something pertaining to this person's work or stability, even if it's that they recently took some sort of a financial hit. That is something that they're working through. With the 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, I also see someone who wants to have a conversation with you, but they're hoping it doesn't escalate into an argument. They're not wanting to fight. They're not wanting to argue, because they feel communicating with you or bringing up one thing is going to lead to another. So maybe it's like there's something here that they don't want to speak about, but they feel if they touch on something else, it's like opening a can of worms. And with the Magician and the Eight of Pentacles, they are manifesting for something to work out with you, but they're also being very realistic. And they're still viewing you as someone who's frustrated with them, or there's some sort of anger or disappointment that you still feel. They want to work something out with you, but they also want to make sure that it's not, it doesn't escalate into something, or they're trying to avoid, a bigger issue, or making things, worse than they already are. Okay. So we have the Five of Cups in their feelings, which is a very regretful energy. It could even be someone who's like dwelling in the past. And when I look at the Five of Cups in this deck, this is someone who feels like they're slowly losing themselves, but they're trying to keep it together. Impulsive decisions or strategic behavior, it's all catching up to them. There are certain things that they were running from or avoiding, emotions that they didn't want to feel, but it seems to me that it's hitting them full throttle. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone who wants to discuss something with you, wanting to come to a mutual agreement here. The way that things ended, or the way that you guys, this person left a conversation, maybe think back to the last conversation that you guys had, it's causing them to feel uneasy. They want to be able to think about you or the situation and know that you guys have come to some sort of a mutual agreement, or it's specifically how things ended, or the last conversation that you guys had, where it's like, again, it's causing them to feel uneasy. They want to speak to you, or they want to sort something out. There's a lot of what ifs going on for this person emotionally and mentally this week. We have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. They're feeling very confused. They don't know where this connection is headed. With the Five of Pentacles, again, there's something pertaining to their stability or their living situation that is changing, but not in the best way. This person could feel like, again, this could be a financial hit. This could be someone who feels like they've had to relocate and they're not feeling stable enough to do that. And they are trying their best to let go of something or move forward, but they're constantly backtracking. And with the Seven of Cups, that could also be an energy of like having a hard time seeing past illusions. I'm also getting a strong energy with the Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups. Like this could be someone who really regrets keeping their options open when they had the opportunity to invest, in you, or have something very stable with you. Because they are viewing the situation as something that they want to invest in now, but in their feelings, I see a lot of regret for not doing that sooner, or for making the wrong choice in the past. So they're definitely reevaluating their decisions here. This could also be someone who feels like they had it all and felt on top of the world, and now it's the complete opposite. Because there are a lot of extremes that this person feels in this connection. So we have the Page of Swords and the Ten of Cups. And the potential outcome, what's the Page of Swords? The Five of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands. I do see that this person wants, a commitment here, or they at least want a successful outcome with the Six of Wands. But Ten of Cups is usually a commitment, or viewing you as emotional fulfillment. What's interesting is we have the Page of Swords, and it's being clarified by the Five of Wands. There's some sort of an interference, or there is, an opinion from their external environment that could be impacting this connection here. I feel like this is someone who's going to figure something out about you, or they're trying to with the Page of Swords. That could be a very curious energy. That could be someone who's keeping tabs on you. But Five of Wands, guys, is like, there's either like there's too many people involved, right? And again, even if it's not another lover, it could just be the opinion of their friends or family, but it's a strong energy of a situation that feels chaotic, right? Five of Wands is an energy of, okay, there's a lot going on. And it could also touch on, things that you guys could have avoided. So things that lack importance, whether it's bickering or petty arguments and things like that, that could be coming up for this person. So I do see they want to work towards, a commitment here. But it's not going to be a walk in the park, because there's some sort of external influence that is still in their energy. At least that's what I'm seeing in the potential outcome here. There could be someone that they're disagreeing with, or someone that's quite literally in the way of them pursuing something stable with you. Okay, let's see what they want to communicate. Okay, so we have, I'm starting to understand our connection. I can't get enough of you. I feel so drawn to you. I mean, there is a lot of attraction and passion here, but the Five of Wands is something that's in the way, or something that there needs to be a solution for something in their environment prior to coming forward with you. Because I see that there's still an obstacle here that they're trying to work through. It could be something that they can suppress for a little bit, or something that could be avoided for a little while, but it is going to resurface. It is going to come up again. And then it says, I left you before you could leave me. So this could be someone who has dealt with, maybe they're dealing with abandonment issues, okay? Or it's someone who was keeping their options open to avoid, being hurt. I really feel like this is someone who feels very deeply towards you, but they were not ready for a connection, or they were making very impulsive decisions, because I did touch on them having regret for keeping their options open, okay? So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.